Alright, hello again guys, it's Gregola Productions here, and we're back with our Moonbeam, Westclox Moonbeam. So, what has happened since the last episode? Well, this we just decided to cut off completely. This is a lost cause, this bayonet base here. That wire, yeah, this just kind of fell apart on us, so cut the wire off. We're going to actually drill those rivets out, and we're going to change this completely. You'll see what I end up doing with that. Oh, you know what? Actually, no surprises here. I already mentioned the whole candelabra idea. So I've got the nipple for it. And we're just going to screw that in there. We're going to put this on there. Probably, I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to mount this. But screw this on and make this whole thing a little easier for everybody. Now, I found out that you actually can still buy bayonet-based bulbs. But I don't know, I just didn't really want to deal with it, especially since after the wiring kind of popped apart on that. So we're just going to give up on that and go a different direction. Oh, and they're LED now too, so if you do have a functioning base, you don't have to do what I'm doing. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I just unscrewed the motor here. There's just a few screws you undo. This motor comes apart. We're going to get in there. What's mainly confusing me about this clock is just the wiring. So this is your line in, if you want to call it that. That's the power cord. And then it goes, one of the wires goes here on this tab. And then the other one, where's the other one go? I don't know if it goes anywhere. Where the heck is it? There's supposed to be two coming off of this, out of this wire nut here. Okay, there's one still in there. Not sure what that's... Yeah, I don't have a schematic for this. I'm also not versed in electronics either, so... But I know when you know, solder a piece of metal to a power cord and you plug it in, well, chances are it's going to be electrified after that. Both the motor leads... Well, actually, no, one of the motor leads is in there as well. And... Yeah, I'm not sure what on this piece of brass here is insulated or whatever. I don't know which ones you... Oh, you know what? This actually comes apart. There's two bolts on that. I'm probably going to leave all this wiring alone. This all feels pretty pliable. Let's see, is that cloth wire? Yeah, it is. Let me turn the phone light on. There we go. Yeah, this is still kind of pliable. So... We'll not probably take that all apart. This power cord's getting replaced. Yeah, I guess we'll just unscrew this wire nut here. And try and remember how this all goes together, I guess. Okay, there she is. Oh yeah, and this is the old way of doing it too, where they don't actually solder these together. So if I just spin this, yeah, there goes that. I'm going to replace both of these. If I'm taking this apart, I might as well. Yeah, and then these two are tangled up together. I'm not sure which one is the line, which one is the neutral, and which one's the hot. Because that would matter here, wouldn't it? Pretty sure it would. Not the greatest, not the greatest system ever that I've ever seen. Here, if I put the tripod back here and we can just mount this in here. Yeah, there's no differentiation between these two wires here. So, I am honestly not sure. I can just kind of assume that they go in this... That whichever's on the right and which one's ever on the left. I don't know. I'll try and figure that out later. That's going to be a later problem. Figure out how to rewire this thing. Okay, there's one of those detached, and now we're all undone here. So this motor, this thing is electrified, and then it powers this strip here, whatever this piece is. It powers this piece. Now, I'm assuming this is the buzzer mechanism. This is where all the action happens. Oh, that's definitely an insulative material on there that's riveted on. Some sort of plasticky type. That's probably... No, that's fiber. That's the same material that this wheel over here is made out of. So there's a fiber insulator here. Okay. I should also just back up for a second from electronic school and just actually take a second to just, yeah, this thing gets a lot simpler once you take that motor out. You can see the gears way nicer now, or way better. You got all your guys there, and then there's the cannon pinion right there. That's this whole spring mechanism here, or the slip. Sorry, not the cannon pinion, the slip clutch. Sorry, that I was talking about earlier. See, it's meant to be turned independent of the actual wheel itself, because the wheel can't move because it's engaged with other gears. That's what that whole rambling spiel was on about earlier. That's what I was talking about. A power outage flag is independent of everything, which is nice. It's just riveted on over here, so it doesn't have to poke through the plate or whatever and be a nuisance and be in the way. This alarm mechanism here is clearly bolted on, and it's got this pressed on wheel on this side, so I have to get this apart and not take that off, because if I take that off, there's going to be just chaos. If anyone's watched the Westclox Sphinx series, you'll know that's pressed on in such a certain way that getting it off can just completely hinder everything and set you back 10 steps. And this knob may not, oh, okay, let's take that off later. Okay, well, let's get our wiring undone here. So yeah, we got our motor leads, and we got our, oops, mistake. We've got our motor leads, and we've got our power cord. So there's one lead, so this lead goes to this here. So I'm just going to take a Sharpie or something and just highlight that, because I'm going to have no idea later. Okay, so we've got some fancy Sharpies here, and we'll just goldify that. Actually, that's not going to work. That's, well, it might, oh no, you can still see it. You can see it. Try and make a bit of a, there we go. Highlight that. And yeah, this is all, I see where this is hooked up. This is just over here. So really, I don't have to worry about this whole thing too much. What am I saying? I don't have to worry about confusing the leads too much. Okay, so there's, yeah, there's that. Yeah, no, sorry. Just me trying to understand what I'm even doing here. I'm trying to figure out what goes where, because if I wire this up wrong, then it's game over. For something here, something will not be happy with me. Probably blow up a light bulb or something. Okay. So if I take my bolts and if I unscrew this, I'm going to assume that's how this... Actually, should I take the whole gear? Well, you know what? Let's do this last. Let's not disassemble that more than we have to, because I don't really understand what that's all about. There's the alarm mechanism here. So we'll unscrew that. Is this splined on? What's the deal there? Okay, I don't know if that's threaded on or if this is what's going on there. I'm gonna leave that on for now. I don't really care too much about that. Okay, let's get our nut driver. Let's get that out here. Again, this is the first time I've ever worked on one of these. This is definitely the first YouTube series on one of these, as far as I know. Okay, that's too small. And I'm just kind of learning as I go here. If that wasn't already obvious. Okay. Why is this not... Is this going to come undone? Okay, so after a lot of messing around here, yeah, this looks scratched up now. Not my finest hour. What we ended up doing here was taking this and putting a soldering iron to it and heating up this whole shaft, because this bolt is so stuck on here for some reason that it was not coming. And even now, we've got this bolt separated from this piece, which is attached to this piece. We've got it separated, but it still doesn't want to quite come off. I think it might be, I don't know if it's something wrong with the threads or what's going on exactly, but it's not It's not quite, something's not quite right here. You can tighten it, but you can't really loosen it. Like, you kind of can. I've tried using my nut driver here, and I can just spin this thing endlessly, and it won't really come off. It has moved up, but it's really not all that interested in coming off, and I don't know why. Something's up with the threads on this thing. Oh, it's honestly, I don't know if I'm just hallucinating here, but this seems almost more of an effective way to spin it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm just dumb. This piece is spinning with it. I shouldn't let that happen. This bolt should be spinning independently of everything else. Okay, guys, this is me way in the future, stopping for a minute just to address what the heck is happening here. That was a left-handed thread. We spent quite a long time trying to get that thing, that nut off of there, you know, turning it to the right. Well, if you turn it to the right, that's tightening it. It's lefty-loosey, righty-tighty for a normal bolt, but it's righty-loosey, lefty-tighty for a left-handed bolt. This wasn't common, or this isn't common information. You should, like, you can't just, I mean, unless you've worked on these before, there's no way you're gonna know that. And I could have tried to spin it the other way, but I didn't think of it. So I spent a long time trying to get that thing off, and then I eventually stripped the threads on that bolt. So that was really great, or that nut, sorry. So I stripped the threads on that, so that thing is completely ruined now. But, you know, no clue. Had absolutely no clue. That was how that worked. So anyway, I mean, it just seems to be decorative anyway. We've gone on without it, so anyway. I also, in addition to that, thought that there was some other, like, tomfoolery going on. I didn't understand the whole left-handed thread thing, so I just kept assuming everything was on the right, and we made more mistakes there as we went along. But at least now, again, I'm way in the future telling you this, it's all working all right now, but I had to edit quite a bit of this out because there was just 30 minutes of me just trying to get this stupid thing off and not understanding how it's, you know, left-handed. So anyway, it's not going to look the prettiest now, but, you know, it's still functional. Okay, the bolt has just popped off here. Something's up with those threads. I don't know what's going on there, but we'll just slowly disassemble this. This comes apart. Oh, okay, this comes all by itself. Oh, there's more threads. Oh, great, more crap I have to unscrew. Well, at least it's bolted together and not riveted or whatever. Okay. We'll try and get that undone and hope to goodness that it actually comes apart and didn't give me some sob story about not wanting to move. So as an update on what's going on here, this bolt was here. It's not here anymore. It was not wanting to move at all. It would spin forever and never actually unthread, no matter what I did. So I thought, oh, you know, this is a washer. The bolt is a separate piece, and it's all kind of split up. But it's actually not. Guys, I feel like such an idiot right now. This is actually just right. This is a right-handed right-handed thread where you actually turn the nut or whatever it is to the right to get it off. Oh. Okay, well, not the end of the world. We can still use all these parts. We'll get that dial back in there, and we'll sort it out from there. Hey, you know what? At least it's coming off, right? That's the main thing. To at least be somewhat fair to myself, though, this isn't common knowledge, so it's not like I don't know. It's not like I did this on purpose. Oh, is this gonna come off? Yeah, there we go. It's actually unscrewing. That is unreal. Nice job, Greg. Okay, well, anyway, we'll survive, guys. We'll survive. It's okay. We'll just put that in the little, where's the moonbeam area? Oh, here it is. Oh, no, we'll put it in here. Okay, let's pretend that didn't happen. Oh, okay, there's washers and goodies here. Let me guess, this is the same story, too, isn't it? Yeah, this will probably come off if I hold that back. Okay, yeah, I see that bolt in there. Oy, oy, oy. And as for that cam there, that just popped right off of that shaft. Okay, guys, well, ignore everything I say. You can... That's why I put disclaimers on these videos, because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Well, sometimes. There we go. Sometimes I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I do. Okay, this is good now. We can unbolt the rest of this now. Okay, next thing we're going to do, and hopefully not screw up, is take this piece apart. So this is our electrical... this is the whole switch area for this thing. So that cam there, as the clock runs, that's going to be your cam that shuts the light bulb on and off. Okay, let's unbolt this. The NAWCC is going to hate me more than they already do for this whole thing. Okay, yeah, when you're doing this, guys, turn it to the right. Bingo, bango, bongo, this comes off. Okay, piece of, okay, spring steel. That's got to be an insulated material of some kind. I don't know what that is, though. Might be fiber again. Might be that fiber stuff, possibly. Yeah, there she is. Okay. And this is the type of stuff you want to record, because if I reassemble this in the wrong order, well, how the heck did anything go together? I'm guessing there's more, whatever the heck that material is, more of it. There's springs back here. What's going on? Does this come off? This has to. Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, there we go. Oh, this is from 1954, not 51. Oh, okay. She's from 54. Wow, okay. This has to be one of the last ones of these to have this dial on it. Yeah, there's those. Does this come apart? Probably not. Nope. It's got that fiber lever on it. Okay, well, there's that. Now we're free of our motor, and there's the two bolts that go with it. And now we can take our knob off, and we can also take this gear on the front off, because this is in our way. And yeah, we're going to clean her up. Okay, well, this is the way everyone else is going to do it, including me. Oh, you know what? I can just take a pry bar and just... There she is. That was... Where did that... Oh, there she... Okay. Yeah, that was... that's that. So if you want to understand my thought process behind going on the outside first, it really comes down to where we are right now, which is I have to undo these bolts on the plates. And there was a screw there, but of course it's taken out now. And of course, if anything is blocking me on either way, then I can't properly dismantle this thing. So there's no... The flag is just riveted onto the front here. Well, the power outage eye, I guess you could call it. Power outage flag, power outage eye, whichever one. It's riveted on the front, so that's not going to be a problem. This doesn't stick through that plate. It only applies to this piece here. And this looks like it'll pull straight out of there, because that hole is big enough for this piece of... This is some sort of isolator. I'm not exactly sure what the deal is here. Some sort of spacer. Sorry, not isolator. Then we got all these levers hanging out here. Nothing's going to block me there. This comes out on that side. This comes out on that side, since we've, you know, done this properly. And all these other guys just fall out. So, yeah. Okay, let's turn the light on and just have one quick look at this one more time. So, yeah, there's all those gears, and then this mechanism works. Okay, this is that lever there. That's riveted on. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Well, I mean, we're gonna see it as it comes apart, but yeah, there's this separate little lever in here, and then there's that. Okay. All right, enough stalling. We can unscrew the bolts now. Unscrew the bolts and get it apart. Just like we wanted to days ago. But we couldn't because there was a dial in our way, and we didn't know that said dial was a right-handed thread. Okay. Oh, wait. Whoa. Hold your horses, Greg. We're forgetting one of the most critical pieces of movement plate separation that every other clock has. Does anyone know what I forgot? I forgot to take the knob off, the time setting knob. Whoops. Good thing I didn't start pulling on it. Yeah, if you start, like, if you leave stuff like that on, you're going to, like, get gears all out of their places, and then it's going to be even harder to take that off. Oh. Oh, come on. There she is. There, okay. That was really easy. That was not on there that tight. Okay, take two. Yeah, and if you do what I just did, you might want to put some bolts back on, because then you're going to be prying up against the plate and all that. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it. There she is. Oh, there's washers here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Looks like these gears have washers in between them. Or that's just one piece. Okay. Guess not. This one does. That one has a washer in the middle of it. And this cam, okay, yeah, this is all going to stay with the plate. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, okay, there's the fiber gear. See, that, like, this here, like, look at how disgusting that is. You can see why I'd bother to go through this whole process and try and clean all this up. Because this thing, like, let's say I just left it as it was and just ran it and then, like, rewired the light bulb. Let's say I just did that. Well, this thing is going to start making all kinds of weird noises after a while. It's going to make grinding noises. Even if I put oil on it, it's not going to sound right. And, like, I mean, it's also just filthy. So, you know, that's, like, no machine, like, no old machine like this, especially since it's a clock, too. You do not want your stuff running it like this for long periods of time. Like, I hear lots of people who have, like, 10 or 12 of these things, and they, how you get 10 or 12 is beyond me, but anyway, they just let this stuff run all the time. And then they get all, like, I think I saw this on the NAWCC, I'm not trying to point fingers here, guys, but saying something about, like, when the motor, quote-unquote, dies on these things. How does the motor, quote-unquote, die? I mean, like, it can get stuck because of old oil. In this case, it's not stuck. Or the coil can get, there can be a short in the coil, and that'll, make the whole thing open circuit and it won't run. I don't know. Some people are so passive about stuff like that. Like, they won't try to, like, analyze. I mean, this comes apart, too. Like, this has screws on it. We're not even done with that motor yet. I don't know. I'm not pointing fingers here, but like, why does it quote-unquote die? Why is it quote-unquote broken? Because Greg came in and screwed it up.